Hi, everybody. My name is Armando Guerrero, and I am going to talk about how to get your team on transit with ORCA Business programs. Thanks to Commute University, we're able to have these webinars and share them with folks. For those of you who are not familiar, we're Commute Seattle. Our mission is to make it easy for everyone across the Puget Sound to walk, ride, or roll to Seattle's opportunities. We envision a region where affordable and sustainable transportation options are the best way for everyone to connect to the important places in their lives. Commute University is a new series of programs, and they're designed to inform and inspire employee and building transportation coordinators to implement new plans or learn new things about transportation. You can learn directly from transportation experts, get resources, learn strategies, and overall help your team get where they need to without driving alone. And today's lesson is how to get your team on transit with ORCA business programs. Again, my name is Armando Guerrero. I am the program manager for marketing and outreach here at Commute Seattle, and we'll get started shortly. So we have two programs with the ORCA business programs. One of them is the ORCA Business Passport, which includes unlimited annual transportation, and it's a bundled rate across the board, and it's based on the company's location. The second program is the ORCA Business Choice. It is a flexible month-to-month program, and you can customize it to your team's needs, but it is at retail rates. And both of these are really good options to support your team and to help them not drive alone. We're going to start first with the ORCA Passport and what the benefits of offering ORCA Passport are. I want to start off by mentioning, yes, it's unlimited transportation for work and personal trips. That means you can get to work, and on the weekends or after work, you can use it for leisure. This is a really good benefit for all the employees. It's equitable. Everybody gets the same transportation benefit. It's really good for recruitment and retention. Nowadays, a lot of employees are aware of the ORCA Business Passport and they will either ask for it at their workplace or they look for it just because it removes a lot of barriers to getting to work. It is in compliance with the Commuter Benefits Ordinance, and that's an ordinance that if you have more questions about, you can reach out to us. You will know if you need to offer a commuter benefit. Um, but this one, it checks off the box for it, and it's a really good benefit that also that you can combine with pre-tax and you can save on your FICA taxes. So what's included in the passport? When I say unlimited transportation, it might not be too clear, but I want to make sure you understand that this includes all modes and services across the seven transit agencies, but this excludes the Washington State ferries. With the passport, you get van pool and van share, which are really great programs to help your team get to where they need to. With ORCA Passport, you also get Metro Flex. For those of you who aren't familiar with Metro Flex, it's a service that you can use to book rides through the Metro Flex app. Pickup locations are assigned nearby, and the pricing matches the Metro bus fares. So it's a good app tool to use alongside your passport. Home free guarantee, there are 8 trips per year that guarantee that you get home. Your ORCA passport onboarding will come with more information, but if you, for some reason, aren't able to get home from work one day because there's no buses available, there's no taxis available, Home Free Guarantee will send you a vehicle to get you home safely, and you get 8 per year. One really cool thing that's with leisure is the Trailhead Direct. This is a bus that takes you to a few trails across the region, and you can tap on with your Orca card to use it. Here are some things we hear from employees who have the ORCA passport. Um, it relieves financial stress and the financial burden of having to pay out of pocket to use the bus or the public transportation. You don't need to worry about driving. You just need to worry about your bus routes, and there are plenty in the region. Again, referring back to the Trailhead Direct and taking advantage of all the transportation available, you can explore the region on the weekdays, but especially your weekends when you have a bit more time to use and explore the buses available with your ORCA card. A lot of employees align with their environmental and social values, and the ORCA Business Passport helps support that value. And you're able to get to work with van pool, van share, and home free guarantee. So it sounds too good to be true, but it's not. That's something else we hear about, folks. It's just a great program that supports transportation and supports businesses getting their employees in and out of work and having fun in their personal lives. So what are the requirements? The contracts, they start the first of any month. Usually 2 weeks before the next month is a great time to negotiate the new contract so you can start the first of the month. You must cover all benefit eligible employees. Similar to health insurance, anybody who qualifies for health insurance through an employer must receive this benefit. Right now, you can get a 5 pass minimum, which means if you have 3 employees, but you want the ORCA passport, you will need to purchase 5 passes. The great thing is it's an annual program with minimal administration. There will be an invoice you pay monthly, and the only administration you need to do is if someone loses an ORCA card or you need to onboard a new person onto your team and you order them a new ORCA card. So the pricing, what's the ORCA passport pricing? The pricing is based on zones, and the zone pricing varies depending on the business's location. So there are a few zones, and the zone I am in, for example, I work in downtown Seattle. My zone is zone A. So because I have access to the light rail, fast ferries, buses, streetcars, I am put in zone A, and my price is different from somebody who is located, for example, at Fremont. So we in Commute Seattle can give you a quote and give you resources on what the pricing will be. You don't need to worry about that. We will get those numbers for you, and then it's based on your business location and address. It's available for any company size. For companies with more than 500 employees, there's a different type of contract, which is per trip pricing, and we can explore that if that is what fits for you. But to summarize it, you have an account, and if your employees use it, you pay for the trip versus the smaller accounts with unlimited transportation. It is possible for employees to cost share up to 50% of the ORCA Business Passport. And for new companies, there is a 35% incentive, and it is called the new customer incentive, and it could be applied for the first year of using ORCA Business Passport. We're going to move on to ORCA Business Choice. This is the most flexibility, and it is at retail rates. Some things about ORCA Choice. There is no minimum subsidy requirement, and you can choose between ePurse or a monthly Puget Pass. This means you can upload funds to the ORCA card, or you can purchase a pass with a certain amount of money, depending on your employee's needs, to use the card for trips. There is a pre-tax option, and this is also a great choice for the commuter benefit ordinance. So, how do you offer the ORCA choice? There is no contract with the ORCA choice. It is flexible and you can change the funds month to month. If summer you're going to include more travel, you can put more money in the summer. If in the winter you have a hybrid model at your work, you can add as little or as much funds as you want to the ORCA choice. You don't need to purchase this for everybody. You can purchase only for the transit writing staff. There's no minimum pass requirement. This is a self-administered program with a self-service account, and you can sign up on myorca.com. The Orca Choice pricing, again, is at retail rates, and there are a few options to navigate that. You can do the Puget Pass option, which is unlimited trips up to a certain fare. The usual Puget Pass people buy is $108 per month. The e-purse option, it's a prepaid value up to $400. That's the cap, and it's used like cash. You can tap on, tap off, do what you need to with the e-purse value. And there's no minimum employer contribution necessary. And there is an option for employees to add more value to the card as needed. Here's Passport and Choice at a glance. They both qualify for the Commuter Benefits Ordinance, but they do differ in a few features. The big differences are ORCA Choice has no annual contract, ORCA Business Passport does. Employee contributions required and a minimum of 5 passes needed. That is only for the ORCA Business Passport. Ability to change products and quantities from month to month. That is for the ORCA Business Choice. And unlimited use for ORCA cards for all the employees. That's only for the ORCA Business Passport. This is a really good chart to determine what your businesses need. To learn more about the ORCA business programs and how they fit your business, you can always schedule a consultation. That link to schedule a consultation will be attached to this webinar. It will be found in the info section. You can connect with me, Armando, or with Anna Smalley, our education and outreach specialist. You can also email us and ask individual questions, but I really appreciate you sitting and listening to me speak about the ORCA business programs. Again, if you have any consultation inquiries, there will be information available for you to reach out to Commute Seattle. Thank you for listening.